Oh, seven commanders. My name, Commander Will Fearion of the Vortex Squadron, and yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff today, and maybe I don't know, might go outside. We'll see. Might go out and fly around. We'll see. Um, Kind of busy with some things, but you know, it is Friday, so I thought I'd come on, say hello, say hi to y'all, and let's get in on the Galactic Pulse because we're going in hot, Commanders. Really super duper hot. Alrighty then, we are here, and let me just make sure. Yep, we do. We got audio. We got everything. We got it all. Got it all, Commanders. We are set. It's Friday. I came out a little early today, but it's Friday, so I don't really have a schedule on Friday. I just do Friday because I like doing Friday. It's fun. It's a fun thing. So we're here. We are right now. I'm sitting over at the old Russo ring here, and that way we could look at some of this new stuff that come out. Before we get into all that, obviously, if you guys did the event, the lasted 2 weeks there, it is finished now. You can go and pick up your prizes and cash and whatever. You could turn in, close it out. I don't know if you could do it anywhere, but I know I flew over there because I was next door anyway. So I just flew over there, went to the mega ship, and then turned in my stuff. So everything's turned in, everything's good to go, and then I flew back over to Russo. Now I wanted to be at a real station, permanent like a Coriolis, or also all the other ones, because that's the best way to see the stuff that's in the store from the game. Actually, in the game as well, you can also see that the Galnet News will report kind of what's going on as far as that event. There's also been, so let's see. Sirius. Oh, wait a minute. This is interesting. This is new. Okay, so this is a new thing. We're going to look at that in a minute because that's interesting. Surprisingly tense mining boom and LP A55-34 is concluded. So that's good. We know it's over now. That's fine. We'll get to the next thing. We'll move on. So then just go turn in. You guys know that you get the surface, whatever, the mining tools. If you did the event, if you did it for Felicia, you get an extra mining tool. If you're what do they call that? When you're aligned with them, whatever. If you're signed up as Felicia, you would have also got like 40,000 merit, something like that. Okay, but I didn't get that part because I'm not supporting her, so never mind her. Ugh. But she did look good last week. Almost got me to switch sides, All right, so now this is new. This is the Alliance Assembly has voted to end the strategic defense pact between the Alliance and Sirius Corporation. Huh. All right, where's Exorcist when you need him? Okay. So the pact agreed in January 33 was a response to the growing Thargoid hostility in the months prior to the alien invasion of the core systems. At the time, the Alliance Defense Force was seen as lacking adequate anti-Xeno modules and defenses. Sirius Corporation spent billions on refitting ADF vessels over the past 3 years, but has been accused of leveraging its position to secure profitable contracts in unrelated fields. Definitely need Exorcist for this one. All right. So the motion to end the pact was raised by Councillor Mikado Kane, just one of the Powerplay people. Seconded by Councillor Ainsley Niven of Riorte, and was approved by a slim majority. Slim. It's a little bit. Well, they didn't ask me, because I told them what I think about that. In her opening argument, Kane had called the pact opportunistic ploy for military influence in alliance space, with eyes on a monopoly over small corporations founded in alliance member systems. Prime Minister Edmund Mahon had argued in favor of maintaining the pact, pointing out that the recent Thargoid invasion is unlikely to be the last Xeno threat we ever see, and the ADF benefits greatly from Sirius Corporation's technology. I don't know about. I mean, yeah, they had some good stuff, but it wasn't anywhere near the raw power of the other biotech. So it is what it is. All right, so that was it. Okay, that was it. Oh, wait. I just want to make sure that, okay, so when this goes down, I'm trying to make sure that there's any additional info in this. No, you stay there. And then I just want to make sure here we go. Analysts believe that a reduced Sirius Corp presence in allied military industry and related businesses will trigger a frantic rush from other companies to fill the supply chain. Okay, I know what they're up to now, which is good. That means they're working on new tech for us, which is amazing, which is what we need anyway. So, and nobody really cares about Sirius that much because that's where, Salvation had a lot to do and all that stuff. A lot of people want to walk away from that. So, yeah, there is a something coming down, Commanders. There's some shenanigans going on. Now, next Tuesday, make sure you check out Commander Exorcist's Taco Tuesday, and he'll break this down even more because he knows way more about the lore than I do. But I'm just saying, there it is. Okay, so anyway, are you going to let me out? Doesn't want to let me out. How about now? Little Mr. Poopy Pants? All right, so there you go. It is quiet today. Am I actually online? Am I online today, guys? Let me just. Oh, yeah. Okay, we have some viewers. They're just not chit-chatting. Nobody's talking today. There we go. Herman Orange, 07 to you. Man, I was getting a little worried. I hadn't heard anything in like 10 minutes. I was like, holy buckets. Was everybody out? Everybody's off today? Am I the only one playing today? I'm not really playing that much this week. There's not much going on in the way of in-game stuff. And I think mostly that's because there's a charity event. And so there's a big charity event starting today, runs till Sunday. Can't remember the name of it because they didn't invite me. Let's see. I had it earlier. I knew what it was earlier, but now I don't know. Let's see. See if it'll pop up for me. It may or may not. No, of course not. So let's see. We can go this way. I can find it, Commanders. I can find anything. I'm all-knowing. Let's see if we do elite. Yeah, we're gonna get into their marketing today too. Oh my god, those guys have lost it. All right. So yeah, so it's called. It's apparently the 5th Operation Warbucks Elite Dangerous Twitch charity streaming event. Kicks off this Friday. So if you're into Twitch and you watch Twitch, you can probably find out some info over there. 37 Twitch streamers will be streaming Elite for 4 days back to back in support of Starlight Children's Foundation. So if that's interesting to you, please feel free. Oh, look at that. Commander Sergeant 07 to you. Yeah, there's that going on. There's lots of stuff going on today, boys and girls. I'm just saying. There's lots of stuff going on, but there's no events. Like there's no. But that Galnet, you guys take a look at that. That Galnet news article from today. It sounds like they're getting ready to drop some tech on us, which would be, it's going to either be the heat tech, maybe it'll be some kind of other tech that we don't have yet. We don't know. But I know they talked about doing Xeno tech to something to do with managing heat. I don't know if it's going to be a stock thing or if it's going to be another module they're going to try to plop on us, or they're going to reconfigure an old module like they did with the FST, and then they went to the SCO drives. Obviously, you guys should know that the Titan drives can be sold and bought again off of carriers. So that's good as long as it's still working. I know I'm carrying a few for people. If you're one of those people and you still, you want to buy them back, let me know. We'll set something up. We'll work on it. It's a kind of a messy process you have to go through to make that happen. But, we can get her done. And mostly because they're toxic. So you got to make sure, both the receiver and the purchaser are both toxic free with the cargo racks, the anti-corrosion racks, stuff like that. So that's another good thing that happened today, or not today, this week. Yeah, so after you go get your stuff from the last event, go pick up your stuff from Felicia. I don't know if you can turn it in anywhere. Like, you might just check. If you're in a station, just check at that station and see if it comes up as one of the... Oops, I went the wrong way anyway, right? No, I didn't. Mission board, and then just see if it's up here, then you can turn it in right there. But the parts, I believe that the two or one or two mining tools that you get, I don't know if they're going to show up at the place you're at or if they're going to show up at the place where the event was. But either way, you may have to fly over there anyway, but you can check it. If those two parts don't show up here, then you can ship them over to them. Can you demonstrate to us what happens if you put that good stuff in your hold? What do you mean by that good stuff? I'm not at my... Oh, yeah, I can't anymore because I already... I'm not going to do it with Titan drives, I'll tell you that. But I did demonstrate that. You might have to go back a few videos, Sarge. But yeah, if you put too much corrosive stuff in your cargo hold, like in a T8 or whatever, you're going to die. Okay, you're going to lose a ship for sure. No doubt. There's literally the only I would have had to dump all my cargo into space to live, but yeah. So anyway, no, I'm not going to do that with Titan drives. But thank you for bringing that up. No, I won't. No, Titan drives are way too rare for me to do that, okay? They're really hard to get. Now, you can still get them. You can go to any of the 8 dead Titans and, fly around and look for them and scoop them up when you find them, but never mind. Yeah, you're going to have to go back a few videos. Or I can't remember how many. I don't remember how long ago I did that. That was a while back, though, because that was before I even tried to get my second carrier and all that. I think I was just trying to clear it out because I wanted to make enough room for colonization. Anyway, so now we know the Titan drives are in. The thing I didn't even write that. Did I even write it? Yeah, I did drive it. So there was also a small patch. See what's on. There was a small. I wonder if we can get the patch notes for today. Patch notes. Let's see. Update 3.2. Is that true? Is that today? Trailblazers 3.2. I believe that is today. So let's check it out. Yeah, let's check it out. There's a number of fixes in here. And most of it, I think, is colonization fixes. So, for in-game cash. Yeah, you can buy them off carriers now. But you'd have to... I'm actually not selling them. I have some that people asked me to hold on to for them. They didn't have fleet carriers, so I held on to them. So hopefully they have fleet carriers now, and if they want to come and purchase them back from me, then I will sell them back to them. Otherwise, no, I'm not selling my Titan drives. The Corsair isn't available yet. Oh, I see. You guys were talking about. I must have missed one. Okay, I did. I missed you coming in there, Raven. 07 to you. No, Corsair is not available for money yet. I thought he was talking about. I was talking about Titan drives that he threw that in. Anyway, so no, Corsair, no. But anyway, there's a new patch came out. We're going to talk about that. The Corsair won't be available for money for at least 2 more months. So it won't be available for money till after the next one comes out. So when the giant cargo ship comes out for pre-built or prepay, then the Corsair will eventually come out for in-game purchase only, or both. You can still buy one even if it's available. So anyway, so let's talk about this patch. No downtime was required for this, by the way. So it just it just happened. Resolved instances of failed transfers or mismatch occurring between fleet carrier and ship storage. Now, guys, somebody test that, would you? Let me know if that's true now, because you know what that is. That's when you take the cargo from a carrier, you put it on your ship, and then you have to back out, go back into the marketplace, and then it'll say, okay, Sergeant can confirm that is actually worrying. Oh, is it working? So I was going to say worrying. Why? No, working. So, yeah, so that's one thing that we need to check off our little boxes, hopefully. I don't usually do it that way, but, hey, if it's working, it's working great. Resolve instances of carrier ship packs not enabling the correct ships to be for sale in the shipyard. Oh, yeah, I don't do that. I know that, like, Dino and some of them other guys do that. So hopefully that works for those guys. Now, I don't know if they're selling any ships or if there's any new ship packs, stuff like that. They should update those ship packs anyway, but who knows? Maybe they can put some of the pre-builts in there. Resolved cargo hold not appearing to fill after purchasing from a fleet carrier commodity. Oh, okay. Now, what's the difference between this one and that one? Okay, that's okay. So I don't know, whatever, but you guys know it works. One of them works. I don't know. I can't tell by their descriptions what that even means. All right, colonization, fixed orbital facilities, failing to create a strong link with ground ports. Sarge, did you try that one yet? You need a strong link. Did you check that one? Okay, colonization again. Fixed strong links not working in commodity markets, orbiting a ringed planet. That's another one. It's another one, Sarge. You're going to have to tell us because you're the one that you build the most, so you're going to have to tell me. Strong link modifiers are now applied per link instead of per economy type. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Colonization resolved a specific type of high-tech economy, not producing or consuming commodities. Is that thing that Meccan was going on and on about if it produces steel and then you want platinum and then they do the other thing and then it takes platinum and gives you steel and then you get nothing. I said, okay. Is it green yet? Well, if you're talking about your willy, I'm not sure. You're gonna have to pull your pants down and take a look. All right, so now, okay, so we got through that. There was a patch, right? So there's some shenanigans going on there. Colonization, yeah, okay, we got that. So there's nothing else. That's it for that one. Okay, that was just a little patch, a little something they gave us for the happy weekend. Go make some strong connections. Memphis, Bell End, oh my goodness, 07 to Uncle Jay, and 07 to Willy Nilly. Willy Nilly! All right, so we got everybody in. And people are, yeah, I guess I started a little too early today. But you know what? It's Friday. All I'm doing is moving cargo, man. I'm not even doing that right now. I'm just sitting in a station. All right, so let's talk about. Let's see if we can find any of this stuff. Now, of the new things, there has been at least 3 pre-built ships. Let's see if we can find them all. There's been 3, I think 3 pre-built ships. There's one of them, that Crate Mark II. There's the Python Core Mining Jumpstart. I'm not sure why they said Crate Mark II upgraded laser mining jumpstart. I know there are some of the parts on them that are engineered. They're not fully engineered. So here you can see the Core Stellar. This one, I own it, so you should own it too. You should go buy it right now. And then of course you can. Now the traded one came out. No, but there's another. Okay, so I think it wasn't another ship. These are the 2 new ships. And I don't, I mean, the mining stuff is so easy to do without any engineering. I'm not sure the only reason I would buy these is if I had an account where I couldn't, if I didn't already have these ships, and then maybe, the only one I'd be interested in is this crate, and not because it's a crate, just because it's cool. It's got that cool ship kit on it as well. It's got a ship kit and the whole 9. So this is nice. I think because I don't see any. I don't know, but you guys see anything? I don't see any ship kit on the core mining jumpstart, the Python core mining. Yeah, it looks good. So did I get you an 07 Urban, or were you the first one? Anyway, you get a second one just because I've seen you twice. And then, that crate looks sweet. But I have all those ship kits and stuff. The only thing I don't have is that paint job, which I'm not a fan of. So, yeah, I could build that. But, a mining ship does not necessarily need to be engineered. There's just no reason. The parts that do all the work don't really have engineering. If you want to buy the pre-engineered mining lasers, that doesn't take that long to do. It's just getting reputation with the Torvell Mining Corporation or Limited or whatever they are. So you get those, and you're good to go, man. Then you're set. So I don't know as far as in here what. Yeah, but there is so there is other stuff though too. So let me see if we can. This is mostly just showing us. Let's see. Let's see if it's in here, because there's there's a whole bunch of paint jobs and stuff on sale on the store too, and they came out with here's the Corsair Gladius pack. Guys, what did I tell you? What did I tell you they were going to do 2 weeks ago? I said, you know what they're going to do, because they don't have green, and I was bitching. Well, how do you not have green? I got to go kill Thargoids. I got to have green, and they didn't have it. I said, you know what they're going to do? They're going to come out with a ship kit, and then they're going to put green as part of that package. I knew it. And then what did I say I was going to do? I said I'm going to bitch about it, and then I'm going to run out and buy it. So I'm low hanging fruit, guys. They're never going to listen to what I probably give them more ideas about ways to charge us for stuff. Which, yeah. Speaking of that, where is that stupid ship? Let me see. Well, we don't really have to look at it here, but here it is right here. If you don't own the Corsair yet and you're looking to, this is what it is. And so it's got, we can rotate it around and up and down. It's got different colors. How do you, I want to cycle items. I want to cycle lights and stuff. Okay, cycle items. E. What does that do? Not doing anything. Let's see. I want to hold or rotate. Mouse. This thing's got too many control options. Z to zoom, or X to zoom. What does the X do? Oh, zoom. Z. Ooh. Okay, now Q. Let's see. Q. It's not doing anything interesting on that. Oh, wait. We could toggle the lights. Can't see all the colors, but I'll show you the. Oh, there's design 1. Okay, wait a minute. Toggle the lights on. Oh yeah, look at that. That is not okay. All right, let's go to next 2. Here we go. Okay, now we got colors changing. Let's toggle the lights again. Okay, that's 2. This is the Gladius pack. This is the new one, right? Urban, that's beautiful. That's a GG. He had the rep to get the lasers, and then he smashed himself into the station and lost his rep. Well, you can get it right back. It's not a big deal. Let's see what else we got. We got 3. We got this gold. I actually think I've got this on one of them. I think I put this one on the mining ship because I don't care, you know. Oh, look at that. There's the green one. So we got the green one. We're in the green one now. So we can look at it. Obviously, if you, I mean, you know, no matter what, if you want green, you're going to have to buy the damn Gladius pack because that's the only way you're going to get green. And then, you know, so we'll see how it goes from there. But I knew they were going to do that. I knew they were going to do me, boys. I knew they were going to just throw me under the bus and roll over me. So yeah, we had to get it. So we can get out and, oops, we can get out of this and out of this, and then we can go crank. There you go. There, now it's in a more normal lights because this is a pretty well lit station here. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, we're moving now. Look out. Okay, boys, we're on point. Look at that bed. And it's not a bad. It's almost a Stygian green. Looks like it's got a couple different shades on it. There's a lighter at the top, and then looks a little darker down below. It's got the little, sorry, my driving on these things is not great. So it's got that little lip down there, which makes it look better on that end. But they did kind of cover up a little bit the parts. You can't really see on here as well the moving parts where the engine compartment is. Now, not that you're ever going to be like flying around like that, but they are still there. They're just covered. So more protection from Targoids. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, you know, the reason I don't use, you know why you don't use black? Because you can't take good pictures with black. It's very difficult. Every time I need to take pictures for thumbnails and stuff, and if I just do black, half the time you can't see the ship. So a lighter shade of kale is how that is. So I don't know if you guys like that. Of course, I got this one all decked out with my oh, I changed the name of this one too. It's now Kerrigan because, you know, StarCraft, you know, why not? I like Kerrigan. And so it's now Kerrigan and it's green. Now I'm okay with these. I wouldn't say they're my favorite. These little doodads here on the right here, those little doodads, those little wings or fins right there. I don't know. I'm a little bit torn on the side on these the pontoons here, but you know, other than that, like I said, you don't really see them when you're out shooting goids in the face anyway. We're not even in the we're in the damn bubble right now, so we're not even close. I may move this ship out there. I guess it depends on the boys if they're gonna want to do something tomorrow. We'll go out. Maybe we'll go out and kill some goids or whatever, or we can just stay in town and kill something in town. But it's just it is what it is. We don't really do power play or any of that, so I can't tell you too much about the power play. But I do know that there's something up with the power play and the BGS. They're kind of fighting over airtime right now. I don't exactly understand, but what I'm hearing is that if you start a power play conflict, it will tie it back somehow to the BGS conflict, and then kind of you'll lose your power play conflict zones. And I mean, so for somebody that has their own minor faction, that may not be the worst thing for you, but for power play people, yeah, they want to be able to, you need to be able to, you know, go forward. Now, I'm not sure going forward, that's the big question in my mind is what's going to happen to the BGS stuff. I know that they talked about that I think that the minor factions are still going to be alive if they're going to be around, and maybe you can make new minor factions, but are we still going to be able to manipulate them in a system? Because that's basically what it comes down to, is you want to, if your minor faction's in charge, then whatever attributes you bring along with that minor faction is what will get applied to normal activities in the system. It doesn't really affect Powerplay at all. But from what I understand, I believe they're trying to merge Powerplay and BGS to make it one fluid system. Don't know if that's even a thing, if it's possible, but as a group, we do happen to have a minor faction. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, boys. Like I said, we used to play BGS a lot, but we don't really anymore. But right now, we're in like a bazillion systems that we don't even. It's just like, because anytime somebody leapfrogs off of you, if you're one of the 3 main systems, then it'll drag you along to the next one. So you just get dragged all over the place now. So where we're at is all over. And whether or not we are the primary influence or not, I don't even know if that's an important thing anymore. I mean, you kind of like to, just because, it's one of the ways we can, kind of troll each other. Like, if, somebody owns a system and you go in there and you take it from them, not really take the system, but take the top spot as who's in charge of the system. Outside of being the architect, you can't ever take that away from the architect, but you can be in charge of the system. And that sometimes gets, some of the older commanders can get really riled up over that. So it's a good mechanic. It's like, it's almost like the claim jumping thing. It's just like, people complain that it's there, but at the same time, it's the only way we have to really kind of PvP each other. And the only thing it really takes away is that it takes away the architect name for whatever architect was trying to do the thing. You're still going to be whoever you leapfrog is still going to be the top slot of the BGS. So it doesn't really do anything to you. If they really want to go at it, then because they added, well, I know for a fact, like the fatherhood, right? So if you go to where we were building out by Cali, most of the people we had to jump off of were the AXI or the fatherhood. So we would jump off of fatherhood, and so what that would bring it would bring our vortex continuum into there, but that would be the third spot. The first spot would still be the fatherhood. So if we really, really, really wanted to do something, we would have to go fight our way to the top, and then we'd have to fight our way to be able to expand, and then we'd have to expand into other systems, and that's the only way we could really cause any upheaval. But I don't think that, since it doesn't count for anything, it doesn't give you anything, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's just you're there. It's just your name shows up, which is kind of cool, I mean, I don't really care one way or the other, but we used to care about it a lot. And so now we just do whatever. So we're gonna jump around. We just jump around where we want. And yeah, we're everywhere. We're all over the place. So there it is. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys gonna get this green weenie or what? I think she's awesome. It's definitely set up now for full on, baby. Full on Thargoid. This thing is, woo! Look at that little hiney back there. Look like a bug. Looks like some kind of beetle or something. I don't know what's going on back there, but there's some shenanigans for sure going on back in there. All right, so what else? What else did I have today, boys? Anything? Let's see. Patch small. Titan drives back. Store. Oh yeah, the marketing. So the marketing, you guys have known. Now I'll talk about the marketing a little bit. Not, I'm not gonna go super deep, but I know when they put together a lot of times when they put together an event for us, it's for a reason. They're either trying to count the number of people that are interested, they're trying to figure out, what it takes to get people to get involved. now they've got it to where they're actually doing a good job of extending the events so that more people, possibly all of them, get a shot. Because a lot of people, it takes them a week or two to get in the loop to see, like, oh, I didn't know that was going on, or some people, 3-4 years later, they're like, oh, they did that. Yeah, man, they did that. And then they're just like, oh my goodness, I didn't know. But but the marketing department now, a lot of times we're seeing now, they start an event, a mining event, and the next thing you know, there's ships coming out of there's pre-built ships coming out that are mining ships. Okay, but it's kind of like, I remember back in the day, I don't know, this is kind of a weird reference, I guess, but back in the day, people used to blame Norton and all those guys, all the antivirus people, of actually literally creating the viruses to and then selling us the solution. That's kind of what I feel like is happening here. They're like, hey, we got an event. Hey, hey, we got this free thing. Look. Oh, you don't have a mining ship? Oh, no problem. We've got one for you. But they're doing that a lot now, so it's kind of funny. Oh, they, and I didn't even show the paint. They got a bunch of paint jobs that are on sale too. So you might have to look on the store page, the actual website version. But they have a bunch of stuff that's on sale, and it's a lot easier to find it on the website than it is in the game. But so you just, they have a bunch of, what are they called? Salvage paint jobs. A bunch of salvage paint jobs are on sale. So if you're into those, there's a whole bunch of different ships too. I didn't bother looking because I don't even own any of the only old ships I own anymore are the big ones. So yeah, look at that guy. You see him booking? Look at him. He's like, is he backing into us? We're gonna have to kill him. We're going to have to shoot him. What's he doing? That was the weirdest maneuver I've ever seen. Look at that. He's waiting for something. Oh, there he goes. He's out. Boom. He just took off. That was insane, dude. I don't even know what just happened there. It looked crazy. Looked cray-cray. So, yeah, I'm just hanging out over here. I actually got to move. I got to go take this ship somewhere else. I don't know where I'm going to go. I haven't decided yet. But I got my other ship set up to go over to I'm building one more system. I know. I keep saying I am so burned out on building systems. However, there was one more I wanted to build close by where we first started building systems because we did not take the Vortex Continuum with us for the first few systems, and everybody was in such a hurry, But we finally figured out that we could still do what we wanted to do, and take the Vortex Continuum with us as an Anarchy system. So we did it, and so now some of the very first systems though don't have Vortex Continuum support. So I want to at least have a system nearby. So if we ever do get a wild hair, and if it's still available to do after this. Vanguards goes in, then we will we will be able to, we can expand into some of our other systems. Stupid hangnail. So that's the thing. That's what we're doing. But I haven't finished it yet. Still got a few weeks left, a couple weeks at least to finish it. I'm not in a huge hurry. I'm so burned out on that whole flying back and forth thing. But sometimes I'm able to get a good setup. So I don't know if you guys have seen this one. The other day I tried to do a carrier move to the same planet, just on the other side, because you can do that if you end up where you have to always fly around the planet to get to the other side to get to your materials that you need to get and then come back around. You can just tell your carrier to jump again to the same place, and a lot of times it'll push you somewhere else that's in a better position. Thank you, Sarge. That was his thing. He told me about that. Anyway, so yeah, it does work. But the other day I did it, and then my ship, what the hell? Fleet carrier would take off, wah wah, the whole nine, and then 2 seconds later, it would say, something failed, and it would back in. It would come back, and they would launch again. It would come back and lots of good. I finally just left the system, because I tried to do a jump in. I tried to jump from the original place where it was to the new place, and I did that, and that didn't fix it. It kept still doing it. So then I said, "Oh, screw it," and I just jumped out of the system for a minute, came back, and then it was all good. It was back where I needed to be. So, don't know what that deal was. That was a fun deal, but it just kept leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back. It's like, okay, alrighty then. I think I just broke, and and it's the other carrier. It's the one that I had trouble getting in the first place. Like, didn't show up when it was supposed to. So now I'm like, I'm like really touchy with that thing. I'm like, no, don't, because my original carrier, that thing's tough as now. It does anything I tell it to. It does it. It's because you told me to, Drill Sergeant. That's Forrest Gump right there. All about it. All aboard. Okay, so I think I'm done at Russo. Don't really have anything else going on. I'm not anywhere near Thargoid, so I can't go Thargoid right now. But we can go back to the carrier, and there it is. That was my super duper giant update for today. So let's see where we're at. 42. Okay. Oh, we're in the same system. Wait a minute. I can do that here. Hold on. No, right here. Where is it? I thought we were in the same system. Oh, maybe I took off the carriers again. I did. I do that. I go back and forth on that sitch. All right, there we go. We're locking her up. Let's get out of here, man. Let's get out of this Luso, whatever thingy, Majuso. Yeah, so I've been playing the other account a lot. I don't think there's anything else that came out. There's lots of stuff going on, but not enough for me to get excited about right this second. And like I said, with that charity event going on, they're just hoping we just stay out of trouble. I was fighting it, but then I gave up. So you guys, if you're on the Discord, let me know what you want to do this weekend. Also, I heard about there's a Discord right there. I heard about an event that's going on with Atlas Rand and Ricardo Gaming. So that's going to happen on Sunday, but that's in Star Citizen. I don't know that any of my people are even remotely interested in Star Citizen. I don't think so. They're having a lot of the same struggles we are. Their marketing department must be. I think they're on the horn with the Elite Dangerous marketing department, because they're both trying to just monetize literally everything. And that's one thing I think they need. Something they need to think about going forward. It sucks to have to keep buying all this different, one thing at a time stuff. Especially like lights and door jams and door panels and door knobs. I mean, I think that they should come up with a system similar to what Cyberpunk 2077 has they call it the crystal coat system. But basically it's just a spinny dial that comes up, and you just can set the color of lights or whatever to whatever color you want. They should basically do that. They could do that with paint jobs too, but that would kind of probably cut way into there. But with lights, I think you should, because most of the new models are done in Blender and all that, so they're probably it's not super hard to just change the color, and they're RGB nowadays probably. So yeah, we don't need different light bulbs for everything. So they all have halogen looking bulbs in them. And if they can change the color of them, that means we can change the color of them. So I think they should give us the ability to change the color of the lights on our ships. That would be amazing. That's my wish list for today. Change the color of the lighting on the ships. Even though you don't see it very often, it's nice for pictures. And that's mostly I like. And this game is just. I mean, I wish they would work on their camera system a little bit to make it a little bit more, usable and easy to get outside the ship and do things, and presets for how far away we want the camera when we go out there and all that stuff. But That would be amazing. But when you want to take, if you're content creating, you want to be able to take pictures of your ship while you're outside, yada yada, then you want to, you're going to want, well, for one, unless you're in a super duper lit place, doing black is almost impossible. I don't mind having the black paint job, but I won't, if I got to take a picture, I usually take that off and put something bright on so that people can see, it's a cool aesthetic for you in your head in the game, but it doesn't for sharing. Doesn't work great. Now, if you're trying to hide, pretty much any paint job is invisible in the dark. But if you're trying to hide from people, yeah, I get it. Still doesn't make you quite invisible. I guess you could cool your ship down to 2%. I think I'm underneath this bad boy. Is that what it looks like to you guys? This is a nice ship, man. I can't wait to take it out and do some goiding with it, because it's gonna be fun till our daddy takes our T-bird away. Boom. Land it. All right, you guys got any other questions for me today? Anything? I'll be on tomorrow about 2 o'clock, and we'll do some. We'll do something. I don't know what yet. We got to see. If the boys don't talk to me, then I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay. I'll just let them. They just percolate. I'll go do something else on my own. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, that's what's hot. What's going on this week?
Welcome, Commander.
And boy, oh boy, are we fun! So, like I said, if you're into Twitch, check out there's a whole list. There's a whole list of streamers. You can catch that on the. Actually, I can. I'll repost it, so maybe it'll show up on my Discord. We're just gonna repost it, and then it should show up in my Discord. So if you're looking, because the reason I say go watch some of those streamers is because usually they give away skins and stuff. So you might want to check them out, at least a couple of them. There's a bunch of them, I don't know who's doing what. I can't really. They made the list tiny, so I can't really see it. But, yeah, I'm sure that some of them look for like Brother Sabathius and Commander Hatch. Some of those guys are pretty good, and obviously Starcat. Everybody loves Starcat, and catch up with her. She knows shenanigans. So if you tell her, if she's flying tomorrow, you just ask her what kind of situation she's got going on. She'll tell you all about it. She's always got some kind of a situation happening. And, yeah, she's a lot of fun, though. So if you catch anybody, then you'll know. There's a lot of Elite Dangerous streamers. Many of them get posted up in my Discord or in the Vortex Squadron's Discord. I can give you one more shot at that. If you guys want to come join it. You can join. Just verify yourself. You don't have to join the squadron to be in our chat. We talk to people, whatever. We hang out. Whatever we're going to do. I don't know what everybody's doing today. There's like no events. So they're probably all just, going back to their old standbys, mining platinum or building systems. I'm sure Sarge has got 14 carriers running by now. I don't know. Some shenanigans. I'm sure of it. Anyway, boys and girls, that's all I got for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. Mountain. Google it if you don't know what time that is in GMT. It's -7 GMT or +7. I can't remember. Something like that. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys very, very soon. And I'm going to remember to turn off the recording today.
Stardust in your hair, you're a cosmic dream. Flying through the space on a laser beam. Galactic whispers calling out your name. Vortex Squadron lights up just the same. Black holes and quasars, they can't dim your light. Exploring the unknown till the final night. Through wormhole twists and nebulous form, we'll ride the pulsars in a galactic storm. Gravitational waves carry our creed in the silent vacuum where whispers lead. Our beacon is bright, it never will stray. Follow the trail into the Milky Way.